I'm Hank Patterson, world-renowned fly fishing expert and guide. So I've been getting these emails from people and they're like, hey Hank, my husband or my wife or, my girlfriend or grandma, they're big into fly fishing, but I don't know what to get them for Christmas. I mean, they have everything they could ever want, which is ridiculous because even if they had everything they could ever want, trust me, they're a fly fisher, they'd want too. So I decided to put together a top 10 list of the things that you can buy the fly fisher in your life for Christmas. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh my God, Hank, what do I do? It's the 23rd of December. It's like one day before Christmas. I don't have time to go to the underwebs and buy all this stuff and have it delivered to my house. Well, for crying out loud, support your local fly shop. Go down there. They're gonna be open. Trust me, they don't have anything better to do on Christmas Eve than serve you, right? And plus, if it's a good local fly shop, they probably got beer. And then if they don't have beer, then just maybe ask them for the number for a different local fly shop that might have beer. Or hell, it's Christmas Eve or whatever. Why don't you take the guys at the fly shop some beer? So anyway, okay, so here's my top 10 list. Number 10, get them a fly rod. Duh. Right now, if they have a 5-weight, get them a 6-weight. If they have a 6-weight, get them a 7-weight. If they have a 7-weight, get them an 8-weight. If they have all the weights, start back at 5. Because trust me, every fly fisher wants at least 2 or 3 of every single weight. Number 9, get them a reel. You can't go buy them a fly rod and then not get them a reel because that'd be cheap. I mean, don't be cheap, right? Because then it's gonna be like, oh, thanks for the rod. Now I can go spend $500 of my own dollars on a reel? That's garbage. Number 8, get them one of those hilarious t-shirts that say hey, sorry, can't come to work today. My arm's in a cast. Classic. Number 7, beer. Number 7, beer. And then number 7, beer. And then number 7 is beer. And then, look, you're gonna wanna get them at least 24 to 48 number 7s. Number 6, fly fishers love anything with a state on it, right? So if they're from Montana, buy them something with Montana on there. Or if they're from Idaho, get them something with Idaho on there. Or if they're from California, buy them something with Montana on there. Number 5, have you considered a Hank Patterson day drinker hat? Now available at hankpatterson.com. Now, in full disclosure, you're not gonna get this thing by Christmas, okay? But I'll get the money before Christmas and then I can go down and buy myself a bunch of number 7s. Number 4, for the fly fisher on your list that you really don't like, take the whole family down and go get one of those family Christmas portraits done and have that made into cards and send it to him to say, hey, look how much better my life is going than yours. Oh, and then on Christmas morning, he'll have something to throw in the garbage. Number 3 or 2 or whatever, a lot of fly fishers always say stuff like, hey, it doesn't matter what you get me for Christmas, it's the thought that counts. And so what you should do is sit down and think of a bunch of really expensive gifts, write them on a piece of paper and give them that. Number 3, go get them one of those beginner fly tying kits. That way they'll have something to sell at their garage sale next summer. Number 2, now if you're broke this Christmas, just go and break into their garage and steal their favorite fly rod. Because then they're gonna be so worried about their fly rod, they're gonna forget all about Christmas. And then next year, what you can do is you can take that fly rod and you can wrap that up, put a bow on it and give it to them. They'll be like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is just like the fly rod I had stolen from me last year. Number 6 or something, go get them a gift certificate for Jimmy's Bail Bonds. Number 1, get them a trip to Alaska or Belize, or get them a trip to the Seychelles. Or you know what, get them some deodorant because all fly fishers could use some deodorant. Or get them a sling pack, chest pack, lanyard, vest, fanny pack. Get them one of those. Those things are sweet. Or oh my God, you know what you should do? Get them the Flying Bird of Freedom tattooed across their chest. All right, and then one hand of the Flying Bird of Freedom, he's got a fly rod. And then the other hand, he's crushing a beer. And then in his talons, he's got a big giant rainbow trout. But he's holding the rainbow trout super gentle because it's like a catch and release Flying Bird of Freedom, right? And so he's holding it really gentle. And then make sure there's droplets of water coming off of the fish because keep them wet. And then we're gonna wanna suggest that the fish isn't that far from the water, so you're gonna wanna tattoo the river right below the talons and the fish right here, right? And then if you got a hairy belly, you're gonna have to shave that. Oh, you know what, you could shave little pine trees into it like that or something like that. And then if you're gonna have a river, you might as well put a couple of rising fish, a mayfly hatch. Anyway, there's my top 10 list. Seriously, there is no easier person on the planet Earth to buy a Christmas present for than a fly fisher. And if all else fails, just give him a hall pass to go fishing on Christmas Day. Anyway, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And you're welcome.